time for the match game. Hollywood Squares, Hour with Trent Travalina. From Simon & Simon, Tim Reed. Soupy Sale. Edie McClure. Bill Anderson. And the stars of the match game, Hollywood Squares Hour, G. Rayburn and John Bowman.
Hi, Tim.
Pretty good. How you doing?
Love your outfit.
Thank you.
Got a nifty outfit. Oh, boy, are we all dressed up today. Look at this.
We're
What do you
dressed
got
to
there?
the nines.
I brought my band.
You did?
Yeah,
Is that it? Is that the way you go on the road?
I do now. you know what? You don't have to get a separate motel room. You don't have to put out a per diem for food, and it doesn't get pregnant like my last 3 piano players have.
Really?
And I fired all 3 of those guys too. I tell you.
When I was on the road with Sissy and Bobby, we always had one of those machines. And now here's Boy George singing once, twice, 3 times a lady.
Great jacket.
Thank you.
That's wonderful.
You ready, Miss Edie?
Right, who shot the couch, Soupy?
That's it.
Okay, anytime you're ready, we'll...
Edie's very upset because Steve isn't here.
Let's say hello to our 2 players over here. We have Jane Pearson and Jeff Evans. Welcome. Nice to have you with us. We want to find out a little bit about each of them, and we'll begin with Jane.
Thanks. I'm a flight attendant, and I go to college and play on a softball team. And
Really?
In my spare time, I sew, ski, and travel.
What position do you play on the softball team?
I'm an outfielder.
Really? What's your batting average?
Not so good.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, Jane, good luck to you here.
Thank
We'll
you.
see what you do. Jeff, tell us about you, please.
Well, Gene, I'm Jeff with the 2 Fs.
Oh, 2F Whitney, 2F Jeff. Yeah, we had a 1F Jeff on the last show. Now we got a 2F Jeff.
I was born in England. I went to school in England. I left when I was about 19, went to discover America. I ended up in the Bahamas. I worked on a cruise ship for about 4 years. And I now live in Santa Monica and sell cars.
What did you do in the cruise ship?
I was a cruise director and I was a purser. I did both jobs combined.
And how long have you been in this country?
About 3 years.
Yes. You know that many times in the course of events here, there are certain American colloquialisms will come up that might make it difficult for you. Are you familiar with all of our colloquialisms?
I try.
All right. We'll see how you do. We'll start right now. You'll have 3 chances to match as many of the stars as you can, and the winner will go on to challenge a returning champion on Hollywood Squares for a chance to win up to $30,000. Jane won the toss. She'll go first.
A, please.
All right. This is it. Marcia said, "My blind date was really strange." Now, stay out of my act, will you?
No
He
stranger
was
than
really strange. Not only did he have a clip-on tie, he had a clip-on blank.
Come on, Fred, come on. Okay. All right, Fred. Let's go, Fred. Come on. Let's go, Fred. Come on, let's go.
I got 2 of them in the slot, Bill. All right, Jane. Marcia said, "My blind date was really strange. Not only did he have a clip-on tie, he had a clip-on blank."
Clip-on earring.
Earring? I don't think we meant that strange. Well, all right. We'll find out. Tim, what do you say?
Oh, I find nothing wrong with it. I wore one for 4 years. So.
That's right.
It's
You
not
did.
strange anymore. But I didn't happen to have that. I had wallet because I thought it was cheap.
Sheepskate, wallet, clip-on wallet.
I once wore.
I'm taking names.
Right.
I once wore a clip-on tie.
You did?
Yeah, I was arrested. That was the only thing I was wearing.
Clipped it onto your Adam's apple.
That's right. Yeah.
Yep.
No, I said not only a clip-on tie, but a clip-on shirt.
Shirt is good. All right, Edie, what have you got?
Well,
You like it, apparently.
it rhymes anyway. Not only did he have a clip-on tie, but for easy egress, he had a clip-on Forgive me, I know not what I do.
Really? Well, what have you got for us here, John?
Maybe we should have booked Steve instead of Edie.
Right.
No, that was a good answer, Edie. My answer is really strange. I said a clip-on chest wig.
That's a possibility.
Oh, it's good. It's amusing. It's bright. It's witty.
Bill,
It's wrong.
Bill, you got a musical answer for us?
This is to cover up how dumb my answer is, okay? Let me see. Get going, band. I thought, and after a while, all I could write was a clip-on smile. It's pretty bad. Cool it, band.
Okay. What have you got, Fred?
I'm going to answer this like Carl Malden.
All right.
You're miles from home. You've got a clip-on what? A clip-on tie. Don't leave home without it. A clip-on nose.
Thank you, Mr. Nose.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right.
Well, we did
Jeff, let's see what we have for you. Mrs. Wink Muffindale
Sure.
said, she said, it was weird marrying a game show host. On our honeymoon, he brought along a blank.
Mary. Yeah.
Mrs. Wink Muffindale said it was weird marrying a game show host. Good for you. You're the first. You're the best.
Thank you.
Okay, Edie?
Okie dokie.
All right, Jeff. Mrs. Wink Muffindale said, you know it's a play on a real person we're doing here. You know that?
Yeah.
Okay. She said it was weird marrying a game show host. On our honeymoon, he brought along a blank.
A microphone.
A microphone. Okay. In this case, any appurtenance a game show host would use would be okay.
Well, I figured the guy needed help, so I said panel.
A panel. On our honeymoon, he brought along a panel. Listen, don't boo that. It's a very amusing answer. And if I mean, applause and blues, okay, but laughter would have been called for there, because I think that's quite amusing.
I know a game show host that wanted to take his wife on a honeymoon, but she'd already been on a honeymoon, so he took her sister. I said he took a contestant.
A contestant. All right. Now, Edie.
All right, now you're going to hear this when I put my answer up, all right?
Right.
Buzzer.
A buzzer. All right. Now, anything that a game show host says. John, what do you say?
I looked over there and I was inspired by Jane. A contestant.
Aha. Yes,
Take
she
my
is quite
contestant,
attractive,
please.
isn't she? Okay, Bill.
I don't know about, was it Muff Winkendale? Is that his, whatever. but
Wink Muffindale.
I will
It's
say.
Gene's real name. Go easy. It's Gene's real name.
I looked over here and I saw you and I saw John and I said he took along a co-host.
A co-host. All right.
That's sweet.
Yes, I think that's lovely.
That's a good question.
All right, Fred.
Well, I was just trying to think. I'm sitting down here in the last box, trying to be so sharp and so cool. Golly, trying to think thong, trying to get my bed made, trying to do everything else. Now, if I was going to do that, I'd bring along a contestant.
To cover the fact I was.
So, 0-0. Well, you're going to get better here. Round 2 coming up right after this.
Drama, deception, conflict. Emotions run high, challenging choices are made. Nighttime heats up as cool deals go down on Sale of the Century. Weeknights at 7:30 on Buzzer.
Taking your health insurance.
Not included. Must be 18 or older to order.
Here we go with round 2. She went first last time, and because the score is tied, you'll go first this time.
I'll go for A, please, Gene.
All right. Did you hear that Liz Taylor is starring in a remake of National Velvet?
No.
Yep. There's one big change.
Yeah.
Instead of a horse, Liz will be riding a blank. I thought you had an answer, Bill.
Can I use that one?
Well, sure, anything. Well, I thought that was good. Whatever you want to do there. It's up to you.
We're having a good time here, Bill. Join us.
Jeff. Liz Taylor starring in a remake of National Velvet. There's one big change. Instead of a horse, Liz will be riding a blank.
Husband.
A husband?
I'm going to have
Plenty husbands.
Now, wait a minute. She is known for having had a lot of husbands. We'll agree with that. But you do know that lately she's had a little weight problem. Maybe not at this instant, but in recent years she's had. So I think that really was the orientation that the writers had in mind. What did you say, Tim?
And I think it's a tacky way to go after her. Everyone's done it.
I agree with you.
So I went after her another way. I said husband.
Aha! All right.
Well, I think it's a tacky thing to pick on her like that, but as long as you're going that way, I said elephant.
Right. All right, Edie. Cow. A cow. Okay, John.
Well, I think it's a tacky way to pick on her. But after all, isn't that what this show is all about? I said elephant.
Elephant. All right. Instead of a horse, Liz will be riding a...
I'm trying to get it to play Hearts and Flowers, but I just don't know how. I was thinking along the same track as Jeff was. I said a politician.
A politician.
First thing he had, though, was a senator from Virginia, which was terrific.
All right, Fred.
Well, whenever I was in the jungle, I always wanted to see National Velvet, you know. The tooth of the tiger, so I said elephant, you know.
Elephant.
That was Sabu for any of you who are over 10.
And you got a little catching up.
such as so. such as so.
All right. Are you ready for the voice of Rodney Dangerfield?
He always gets the one I don't do.
Rodney Dangerfield said, I don't get no respect. When I was a baby, the first thing my parents ever gave me was an exploding blank. No respect for my parents either. Here we go, Jane. You know what Rodney Dangerfield is. He says, I don't get no respect. When I was a baby, even, the first thing my parents ever gave me was an exploding blank.
Bottle.
Bottle. Exploding bottle. You like that one? Okay. They like that, Tim. Do you like it?
I think it's a very good answer.
But you haven't got it.
I think it's the kind of answer that anyone with a similar amount of intelligence would have, so I said bottle.
Aha! Score is tied 1-1. What do you say, Sue?
In a quest for excellence on this show where we're all united, right? Let's look at it this way. Oh, I said bottle.
Aha! 2 for her.
Well, I always been a little bit slow and stupid. So I was in the ballpark, but I'm wrong because I said pacifier.
Pacifier. That's another good answer, but it's not bottle. Jane is looking for a bottle.
Well, aren't we all?
Now, this matches the last 4 letters, though, so I think she should get 2/3. Rattle.
Rattle. Another good answer, but no match there. Bill?
No!
I wrote rattle, and then I changed it at the last minute and wrote bottle, and I'm glad I did.
3 for her. What do you say there, Fred?
But the trick is Richard Nixon doing Rodney Dangerfield.
Uh-huh.
I don't get no respect. I don't get no respect. It's tough out there. When I was a kid, they gave me an exploding tape deck. I'm telling you the truth. I said baby bottle.
4 for Jane. You'll have a little catching up to do. 4-1 the score. Jane's favorite third and final round after this.
today.
At snhu.edu.
All this week.
Good morning.
Have breakfast with Buzzr. Weekday mornings starting at 9. It's the most important TV of the day.
Hold the applause down here. People are sleeping.
Here we go with the third and final round. Jane, you're ahead. You have to go first.
I'll go with B, please.
B. All right, two people play. Edie and John.
Oh.
Old Man Periwinkle said, you know, you're really getting old when you have to... What is that? When you have to take a motion sickness pill before you blink. Why don't you just make a new card with those two words, okay?
Because he doesn't have to write.
Oh, you don't play. What do you do?
I just like to diddle.
It's a social experiment.
All right, here we go. Old Man Periwinkle said, you know, you're really getting old when you have to take a motion sickness pill before you blink.
Lay down on the waterbed. Sorry.
Lay down on the waterbed?
Vicious.
They move around a little, eh? Do you think they're going to say that over here? No. I think you're right. Edie?
Well, I am too old to lie on a waterbed, but I'm not too old to make whoopee.
Make a whoopee. Make whoopee.
Match.
I'm gonna lay down my sword and shield on your waterbed, on your waterbed, on your waterbed. This is great.
Hallelujah!
Lousy answer. Rock in your old rocking chair.
Rock in your old rocking chair.
Work. They booed me anyway.
So you stay at 4, and that means Jeff has a shot at you here because he needs 3 to tie and 4 to win. One nurse said to the other nurse, that new doctor must have worked his way through medical school as a mechanic. He just used a dipstick instead of a blank.
Can we have that again, please?
Yes. That new doctor must have worked his way through medical school as a mechanic. He just used a dipstick as a blank.
With your writing, who can tell?
That's right.
All
Can't
right.
tell if you misspelled anything.
Just hold it up and say anything you want.
Okay.
Jeff, here we go. One nurse said to the other, that new doctor must have worked his way through medical school as a mechanic. He just used a dipstick instead of a blank.
Thermometer.
Thermometer. Okay. What did you say? Well, we'll figure it out.
Oh, yes. Well, I think I'm going along with that. I said thermometer.
Thermometer. All right. There's one.
A thermometer.
Thermometer. 4-3 is the score. It's a close game.
Thermometer.
High score. Bill.
The tiebreaker, a thermometer.
Right there in the spot, if you would, please. Well, Jane, it was a pleasure to meet you. We're going to send some gifts to you from the match game.
Thank you.
Jane Pearson, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, congratulations. How do you feel?
Good.
Well, we're going to switch to Hollywood Squares now. We're going to bring in the rest of the set. Here it comes. And 3 stars will be out here in a moment or so. John and I will trade places. And we've got a lot more excitement coming along. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
A member of our studio audience will receive Jules Jurgensen elegantly styled watches, ladies sports analog with rectangular case, 6 diamonds and mesh bracelet, plus a gent sports analog day date in a carrot-clad case with matching bracelet, furnished by Jules Jurgensen. And now, it's time for more of the match game. Hollywood Squares, our with from another world, Linda Peno. From AKA Pablo, Joe Santos. Miss America 1983, Deborah Sue Maffett. over the star of the Hollywood Squares, John Bowman.
We'll be right back to play Hollywood Squares. Come with us.
Concentrate. And now, John Bowman and the Hollywood Squares.
Thank you. Welcome, everybody, to the Hollywood Squares. And welcome once again to Jeff Evans from Manchester, England. You made it through the American colloquialism dipstick and got yourself into the What do you call a dipstick in Manchester, England?
A dipstick.
Oh!
Well, I guess that explains that. We have three brand new celebrities, Deborah Sue Maffett, Linda Dano, and Joe Santos. All right, Linda Dano from Another World, which is our lead-in here on NBC. You play on the show a romance novelist, correct?
That's right, yes.
And there's something very interesting and unusual happening in your real life?
Yes.
What is it?
Felicia Gallant, the character I play, is actually going to have real romance novels out in bookstores.
Under
We're really
that
going
name?
to write books under the name of Felicia Gallant.
Amazing.
Yeah.
That's got to
It's
be a
fun.
first.
Yeah. What?
That has got to be a first, right? This
It
is.
I think it is a first.
Yeah, it's great. It's art. It's art imitating. It's life imitating art and art imitating. Well.
I'm going to remember that till about 5 this afternoon.
While they think about this and come up with several thousand more punchlines, let's go over here and play Hollywood Squares, Jeff. Before we begin this fray, we will reacquaint ourselves with our defending champion. Her name is Sybil Henry. She has not 17 personalities, but just one very nice one. She also has $1,875. Congratulations. Very profitable day yesterday for you.
Certainly was.
Remind us a little bit about yourself, 25 words or less.
I was the one who was a fashion designer in Los Angeles, and I'm born and raised here. And I design for women's and little girls' clothing.
Mm-hmm. Well, so far you've designed yourself a bit of money, and today you could fashion yourself a little more in Hollywood Squares. Till we play the Time's Up bell. At that point, whoever is ahead goes on to play Super Match. That's worth up to $30,000. First game, $100, as always, $25 for every square. Sybil, pick a star.
Soupy, please.
Soupy Sales.
Yes.
According to Dress for Success expert John T. Malloy. Might not have dressed you today, Soup. Will plastic surgery help an ugly person's career? Or should he just concentrate on dressing better?
Well, plastics. Give me.
Yeah, this is a guy. He wrote a book called Dress for Success.
Yeah.
The question is, did he say that plastic surgery will help an ugly person's career, or should that person just try to dress better?
I think that person just should try and dress better. Put a dress over that nose. Dress. I think dress.
Don't look at me
You
and
see
say,
how I'm
put a
dressed?
dress
Look at
over
my
that nose, Soup. Agree or disagree, Sybil? He says that the person should just try to dress better. Forget plastic surgery.
I agree.
According to Dress for Success expert John T. Malloy, plastic surgery will help that person's career. No, you should have disagreed with Soupy, and your opponent gets that square. Very surprising to me, too. It's probably made clear in the sequel, Plastic Surgery for Success by John T. Malloy.
It didn't hurt.
Jeff, your move.
Gene, please.
Okay, Gene Rayburn for an O. You're a 2-year-old chicken. Are you right at the prime for frying? Or are you probably a tough old bird?
Oh, no, I'm over the hill too late for frying. No, this is the one you make chicken soup out of, because at 2, they're very tough. However, there is more nourishment in an old bird than a young bird.
Yeah. Gene says a 2-year-old chicken is a tough old bird. Agree or disagree, Jeff?
I agree.
A 2-year-old chicken is probably a tough old bird. You're right to agree, and you get another square. Well done. So he started off with 2 O's in a row. Sybil, hang in there for an X.
Joe to block, please.
You missed this one. The first game belongs to Jeff. Joe Santos from AKA Pablo. You're a baby grizzly bear. Is it okay for you to spend time alone with your daddy? Or is he likely to eat you if you do?
Well, I would say that you would get eaten. No, stay with Mama, you're safer.
Okay. So the daddy's likely to eat the baby grizzly bear. Agree or disagree, Sybil? To block.
I'll agree.
The daddy is likely to eat the baby grizzly bear. If he stays with him, you're right to agree. You get the square and you do block. Good going. Tough question. Well, I've heard of overbearing fathers, but this is ridiculous. We're going to be back to complete the $100 game right after these messages. See you then.
Stay tuned for more of the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour.
What did you do to your hair?
Sponsor a child today.
Now back to John Ballman and the Hollywood Square.
50 for the challenger, 25 for the champ. You're thwarted where you might have wanted to place your O, but it's your move, Jeff.
Tim, please.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jeff, with 2 Fs.
Tim Reed of Simon & Simon. One popular dinner dish is ham hocks.
Not in my household. We're Orthodox.
Now, what part of the pig is the hock closest to?
We got pigs, we got chickens and bears. What is this, Wild Kingdom? What's going on?
You're bringing Marlon Perkins to finish this question.
Where does
Really.
the hock come from, huh?
Okay, yeah, this is what part of the pig is the hock closest to? Very serious question.
Yes.
Is it the snout, the hoof, or the tail?
Well, I happen to know that it is the hoof.
He says the hock is closest to the hoof. Agree or disagree, Jeff?
I agree.
The hock is closest to the hoof. You are right to agree. You get the square. Well done. Sybil, your move for an X.
Really? Edie to block, please.
Okay.
All right.
Edie McClurg, you're 22 years old and you got a great pair of legs.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
According to Amy Vanderbilt. Remember her?
Amy, she knows everything.
Now.
No, she doesn't.
According to Amy Vanderbilt, is it all right for you to wear shorts on Park Avenue? Or is that something that's just not done?
Ooh. I'm going to say shorts are best left to the beach and natatoriums. So, swimming places. So...
Thank you.
Swimming places. Okay, so I'm going to say on Park Avenue, let's keep our legs covered.
She says, Amy Vanderbilt would say, don't wear shorts on Park Avenue, even with great legs. Agree or disagree to block, Sybil?
I disagree.
On Park Avenue, it's just not done. You should have agreed with Edie. Your opponent gets that square and wins the game. Outre! Ace Gosher. Don't do that. Congratulations, Jeff. You kind of backed into that one, but doesn't matter. You got $200, and we're going to clear the board, move right on to the next game. This one is worth $200. No lead is safe. Sybil, start us off.
Soupy, please.
Okay, Soup. Your pet flamingo is losing its lovely
The
pink...
what?
Oh. I'll interpret.
Thank you,
Thank you.
All right.
I'm looking at the subtitles and trying to figure that out. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, just stop looking at Edie's legs and listen to me, Sue.
Okay.
Your pet flamingo is losing its lovely pink color. How can you get it back in the pink? By adding paprika to its food? Or by spraying it with a light coat of pink enamel?
Oh, you wouldn't do that. That's, you know, but see, between my brother and I, we know everything there is to know about flamingos. It's a thing. And what's the question again?
You want to get your flamingo pink again. You add paprika to its food or spray it with pink enamel.
Oh, that's one that my brother knows. You add paprika.
Add paprika.
Yeah, paprika.
Agree or disagree, Sybil?
I disagree.
You add paprika to the flamingos' food. No, you should have agreed with Soupy. And your opponent gets off to a good start in this game. So, Jeff, you got 1-0. Place another.
Deborah Sue, please.
If you can. Deborah Sue Maffett, Miss America of 1983.
Hi, Jeff.
Hi.
According to the Red Book Report on Sexuality, when women want to let their man know they are interested in sex, do more of them tell him or touch him?
I wear a siren on top of my head. Let's not leave any doubts here. You know, life is too short.
Can we have a bucket of ice water for Edie who's in heat?
Oh, these legs, they're too much for me.
What do you say, Deborah Sue?
I'm going to say that most women would touch.
Agree or disagree, Jeff?
I disagree.
Most women would touch him. The audience was kind of right to groan there. You should have agreed with Deborah Sue, and your opponent gets that square. All right, we're going to be back to finish this $200 game in just a minute. Don't miss it.
The Mirror.
Has the final siren sounded for our champ? We will find out as we continue. You are playing X. Pick a star.
Jean, please.
Okay.
She has chosen me.
Jean.
Yes.
Your fingers smell like sardines.
I told him that before the show.
Your fingers smell like sardines. According to the Encyclopedia of Household Hints, which of these will make them smell less fishy? Vinegar, oatmeal, or Diet Pepsi?
Why that? Probably
It really surprised me because, you know, being a fisherman and having a house in Cape Cod on the ocean, and I fish off my off the groins on my sandy beach. When I fillet a fish on the beach, groins are long rock abutments.
We know what groins are, Dave.
You want to sound that siren now, Edie, and get us out of this? Thanks a
on top
lot.
of my head when I fish off the groins.
Stop her siren. When I fillet a fish on the beach, I always take a bottle of lemon juice, and that's the only thing that'll remove the fish smell as far as I know. So therefore, by sheer logic, the only thing that would be close to lemon juice on that list is something with acid in it, which would be vinegar, I guess, because the other thing won't.
Vinegar out of these choices. Agree or disagree, Sybil?
I disagree.
Vinegar it is that will make your fingers smell less fishy. No, you should have agreed with Gene in that case. He knows his fishy fingers, and your opponent gets that square. Jeff, a couple of O's up there for you. Pick a star.
Joe to win, please.
All right, this could give you another game and a pretty big lead. Joe Santos, you're a bald eagle.
It was a bear before and now
How
it's
did
a
you
bald
know?
eagle.
Will you be faithful to one female for your entire life? Or do you find a new mate every spring?
If I was a bald eagle, I would not be faithful. But a real bald eagle would be faithful for life.
Agree or disagree for the game, Jeff? He says a bald eagle's faithful for life.
I agree.
The male bald eagle is faithful to one female for all of his life. You're right to agree. You get the square and you win the game. Well done. I don't think that was that easy a question. $475 for the challenger, $50 for the champ, but there is still time. Sweep the 3 O's and the solitary X off of the board, and we're going to move on to a game that's worth $300. You get through this one fast, you can catch up. Pick a star, Sybil.
Soupy, please.
Soupy Sales.
Yes.
From 1968 to 1972, a Barbie doll could talk to you. But how did you get her to do this? Did you pull a string in her neck? Or did you crank her arm?
You get Ken to pinch her. I happen to know that. And that it's a string. That's what happened.
Okay, so you pulled a string in her neck. Agree or disagree, Sybil?
I'll agree.
You pulled a string in her neck. You were perfectly right to agree. You get the square.
I've got one.
Pick a star, Jeff, for me.
Tim, please.
Tim Reed. What does Queen Elizabeth do with her old gloves?
Gives them to Michael Jackson.
Well, that would only account for half of them, though, wouldn't it? Does she give them away? Or does she burn them in the royal furnace?
I'm sure that they have got central heating by now, so I'll say she gives them away.
Agree or disagree, Jeff?
I disagree.
Queen Elizabeth gives away her old gloves. No, you should have agreed with Tim, and your opponent gets that square. Okay.
What are you talking
about? He's been out of the country, you know. Sybil, your move.
Edie to win, please.
Okay. Your Chow Chow has a black tongue.
Who?
Is this normal, or does this mean he's one sick dog?
The dog is absolutely normal. Chow Chows have big, furry fur and black tongue.
Agree or disagree for the game, Sybil?
I'll agree.
It is absolutely normal for a Chow Chow to have a black tongue. Right to agree, you get the square, and you win the game. All right, what that means is we got 475 to 425. She was catching up, but that's the bell. He has done it. Jeff Evans, new champ. Congratulations. Zip yourself right over there. Join Gene Rayburn. Get set for your first crack to big money. Too little, too late. Let him get too far ahead.
Yeah,
you were
he was
charging there at the end. Yeah, he played very, very well. Even if he doesn't remember anything about Manchester, England. Sybil, congratulations. You're leaving here with $425 today, a total of $2,300. Sybil Henry. Gene, to you.
Okay, John, here we are with the champ. And we'll be back with him and the 9 stars for a go at the really big dough right after this. No.
Walking a sick child.
.org today.
Go. Concentrate. Let's take a look at 2 more parts of our puzzle. For that new car, here's the puzzle.
For heaven's sake.
Well, for heaven's sake, yeah. Ready to play?
And now, here to play the super match is Gene Rayburn.
Here we go. Thank you. This is his first time up here, and we wish him well. He could win up to $30,000 here in the super match. You ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. All right. We polled an audience not too long ago, and we said, write down your best answer to this. Blank way. If you give us the answer they chose most frequently, it's $1,000. For the second most popular, $500, and for the third, $250. Any 3 of the 9 stars can offer a little assistance here. Choose them one at a time, if you will, please.
John, please.
There are a few good ones on this. I'm going to say, I did it my way.
2.
Fred?
I would say, highway.
You got 2 now?
Tim?
I would say one way.
Yeah, that's a good one.
One way, my way, and highway. Those are the 3. Now you have to make a decision. Choose one of those or think up one of your own.
I'm gonna go with my way.
My way is John's answer, and let's find out if it's up there. That's the great Frank Sinatra song, and we'll see how popular it was with that group that was here. We'll begin at the bottom and reveal the $250 response. There it is. $250 for you. My way.
Rip-off.
I think it's no way.
See, it could have been a younger
right.
audience, though.
We want to reveal the others and see what they say. Would you slide the $500 one, please? Freeway. That's a popular answer out here in California. And now, audience, what do you think is on top?
One.
Highway? One way.
One if it's not my.
One way? All right, the audience says one way. All right, Steve, let her rip.
Yeah.
One way.
A lot of drivers, you know, they just drove here on the freeway.
Right. Well, listen, you've got that $250, and now it's time for the head-to-head match with any star of your choosing. And after you've made your decision, we'll ask the star to reveal a hidden number and multiply the $250 by whatever number is revealed. And since you don't have the thousands and you've got a low number to begin with, we do indeed hope you choose the one that has the big 3-0.
I'm going to go with Linda.
All right, Linda, would you take the tab and pull it in a vertical direction upward? Ready, set, go. 20. Wow. All right, so you're playing for $5,000. That's not bad. $5,000. And this is your mark right over here. Thank you very much. And this is my mark.
Big.
All right. Ready, Linda?
Yes, sir.
Here it is. No help from the audience, please. If we hear an answer, we're going to have to throw it out and start over. Boy blank. B-O-Y blank. Got it? Got one?
I think so.
All right. Both of you are ready. Linda's made her decision. You collect the money if you match her. What do you say?
Being from England, I've got to go with Boy George.
Well, obviously, from the shriek that went up here, all these English people in the audience agree with you. Well, some of them from Australia, but they all talk funny. All right, Linda, he says Boy George will match you for the $5,000. What do you say? Linda.
Well, I really don't know who Boy George is. I'm sorry. I mean, but I have Boy George.
Autograph the card for him, Linda. All right. Jeff has a grand total of $5,725. That ain't bad. Okay, we'll be back with the champ and our 9 stars right after this.
Is your bathtub too slow?
Camellia. Can we borrow your dress now?
Now we want to find out which of the stars had the big 3-0. All right, stars, would you grab the tabs and give them a yank? Ready, set, go.
Tabby, pulley,
Wow, 2 days and 2 weeks here. Okay, stars, you were more than adequate. Thank you. Listen, we'll see you tomorrow, and Gene Rayburn here inviting you to join us tomorrow.
John Bauman saying so long for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour. See you then.
A member of our studio audience will receive Gibson's portable dishwasher featuring 3 levels of washing action, hygiene cycle, forced air drying, and an energy saver switch, furnished by Gibson. This is Gene Wood speaking for the Match Game Hollywood Squares Hour, a Mark Goodson television production.
From Hollywood.